And by the way, that leads into my next topic. I'm actually going to go ahead and just segue right into this topic. The morality of money, the morality of fiat versus hard money. It is absolutely immoral, the fiat standard that we have today. It is immoral. There's no other way to put it. It is a punishment, an oppressive punishment on the people at the behest of a small group of people who have all the power and have all the control, and they have the monopoly on the violence. This is immoral. There's no other way to put it. It is wrong. The founding fathers knew it, and even the Bible, Jesus knew it, and it was spoken about in the Bible a lot. And that was one thing I got out of this podcast that I watched with Robert Breedlove and Coin Pastor. Even the Bible knew that currency needs to be something that is emergent. It needs to be something that is just it is decided naturally by the people and individuals and groups of people, as opposed to some arbitrary authority that imposes the use of a currency on a group of people, and then controls it and does whatever they want with it. It's immoral. Furthermore, taxation is immoral. There is no argument that can reverse the immorality of taxation. There isn't. People like to say, you got to do the right thing for your community. No, you can do that voluntarily. You can donate your money to a good cause. And this even happened on a fiat standard. Even though we get our money stolen from us by a cabal of criminals, we still, in times of crisis, in times of natural disasters, or even just to our local church that supports people who need a little help, people still donate their money. They still give it up voluntarily, consensually, and instead of at the threat of violence, at the threat of incarceration, and even at the threat of death. There is nothing moral about forcing somebody to do something at the threat of violence, incarceration, and death. There is nothing moral about that at all, and no argument can be made that is going to make that action suddenly moral. No, it's immoral to begin with. It is immoral at the most basic foundation of what's happening. So taxation is sinful, and fiat money is sinful as well. It is a sin. It is immoral, and there's just nothing that you can do, and there's nothing you can say. There's no argument you can make. There's no justification that you can make to undo that. And when you do make the argument, you try and justify stealing, plundering somebody's bank account because of some pet project that makes you sleep better at night, you are now the sinner. You are now the immoral one. You are now a state actor. You are now the actor for an evil regime. So think about that. Like you're the now. Like it just doesn't get any worse than this. It doesn't get any worse than the situation that we're in, and we've got to fix it. Like we've got to fix it, and Bitcoin's the way to fix it. And that's all I'm going to say about that.